Unboxing Art Show episode 30 on a Saturday night. It's going to be kind of a quick one tonight. We actually have, I think, the fewest boxes we've had in a while. So we haven't done an unboxing in over 2 months, just because we really haven't gotten any art since then. They've been trickling in, but we're going to go ahead and do one tonight because we're due for one, and also because there's some special art I really want to show you guys ahead of the drop. Which, if you follow me on social media, you already know what it is. Well, before we get into all that, I want to show you the prize for tonight, which is a copy of Daniel Warren Johnson's smash hit comic, Transformers #1. It is our exclusive Ballin variant. And if I may, I believe it's the best Transformers cover there is. You can see it's a double cover. If you go on eBay, you'll see these things are fetching a pretty penny because we sold out of our mail order exclusive. We also had copies for New York Comic Con as well as Dan's Midtown comic signing. They're all gone. We still do have a few copies that we'll do something with down the road, which includes giving away. So lucky winner tonight will get, I think this is the best-selling comic of the year. Bleeding Cool just announced they sold 200,000 copies. So anyway, issues 1 and 2 are out. I've read 3 and 4. If you enjoyed issues 1 and 2, let me just say it is merely setup for what's about to come. You guys are going to really love what's coming in issues 3 and 4. So congrats to Dan, congrats to Skybound, congrats to Hasbro, congrats to comics fans. This is can you maybe close up on the camera a little bit? We're catching the edge of the table, and yeah. And this is poor framing. Okay. So lest anyone wonder what happens here, I'm essentially the slave master or something.
Art director.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so we got a lot of people in the room. Let's see who we got. Nick Patera, #1, first commenter. How you doing, Nick? Nick Patera, of course, is the writer, artist, creator, Fielder John, which you guys should be getting your copies of soon enough if you don't have your copies already. Creators got their copies a little early on, and I've been hearing from a bunch of them, loving the book, super excited, and I couldn't be happier for Nick. Absolute triumph all the way around. Congratulations, Nick. Busy working on volume 2. Can't wait for that either. We've got Absurd 13, Victor Bracamontes, Bill Johnson, Mike Sitchie, Jackson Palick, JT, Don Bargenda, Marcus Way, Galaxy Yep, Sebastian, Yo Curry, Adil Alamon, Timothy Guerrero, COL 403, Taku Nav. I don't believe I've seen you before, but welcome. Bootlegging is a habit. Keith Kamikawa, Jersey Lambo, yo. Who else? Evan Kingston, Reba J, Stingray, Yo Curry. All right. Thank you all for joining us. Richard Mountfort. Let's get into it. So yeah, we usually do a prize for every correct guess. I don't have enough prize to do that, but we're going to give a really good prize, which I just showed you. So if you guessed correctly, you will be entered into the drawing for it. All right, I just whispered something in top secret to Yams. If you heard it, pretend you didn't. Okay, first box. Here we go. FedEx Express. Anybody read the newsletter? I assume you did. If you are here or you found this on social media, I already gave away what this is. And yes, the guesses are coming in. Klein, Mooneyham, Heron, Bertram Pope, Ian Bertram, Rossmo, Stegman. And you know, as it turns out, only one person read the freaking email all the way through. I said I would be opening up Nick Klein's art for the Incredible Hulk #6. And thankfully, our first guess is correct. That is Sebastian. Sebastian, make sure you write me if you win. Actually, you go into the drawing now. But we have, yeah, we have a lot of guesses, and I think only one person guessed Nick Klein. And why Nick Klein? Because this is the Incredible Hulk #6, which in and of itself is reason enough to be excited. Nick, of course, shot to superstar status with his run on Thor, and with that ended, we just wonder, well, what's next? And what's next was the Incredible Hulk, a relaunch of the correctly titled, classically titled Incredible Hulk, and that's been a hit too. He's just followed one hit with another, and I think his art is maybe even better than Thor. I mean, he definitely is drawing a really crazy Hulk. Okay, so he's got everything saran wrapped up, which is great. And we're gonna cut the saran wrap. I think I'm just gonna take it off. Yeah, hang on a second. Struggling with saran wrap. This is okay. Let's do this the long way. See, some of you wrote Mooneyham's G.I. Joe. You guys can't wait for Chris Mooneyham's G.I. Joe. That'll be coming in 2024, early 2024. So just stay tuned for that. If you haven't picked up your issue of G.I. Joe 301, which is the new, the beginning of the new G.I. Joe comic with Skybound, I'm pretty sure they're sold out. But if you can grab a copy, get it. Chris's art is fantastic. If you enjoy what Daniel's been doing Transformers, I think you'll really get a kick out of Chris on G.I. Joe, which, in my opinion, is the best G.I. Joe's ever looked outside of Michael Golden's covers. Okay, maybe even Mike Zeck. I'll say Golden, Zeck, and now Mooneyham. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, before we get into Hulk, this is really cool. Check that out, Hellboy. And I think, don't want to commit just yet, but I think this may be a long-awaited commission. We took a commission list for Nick quite a while ago. This is probably our longest-standing commission list, and we don't ever expect these lists to take as long as some of these have, and this one's been years. We do, of course, always give people the option of a refund if they don't want to wait, but if they choose to wait, they get rewarded with just awesome pieces like this. And at Nick's rate from several years ago, believe me, we took a commission list for Nick post Thor and Hulk. It would be very different from when we took this list. So if you waited, thank you for your patience, and also congrats, you did very well. Bill Johnson asking for a better focus. It looks good on my screen. And how's everyone's picture? Hopefully you can see it. This is okay. We're getting a sneak peek at some covers. This is Hulk #9. It's amazing. Look at everything that's going on in this cover. This is a spider something variant. And here we go. Okay, here we go. The main event. So what's the big deal about Hulk #6? The big deal is it is the first appearance of Ghost Rider 44, the World War II Ghost Rider, who is now resurrected in our present day world. And I just love this Ghost Rider. Nick is the co-creator of it with writer Philip Kennedy Johnson, and it just looks just the concept of it is perfect. He's on the vintage bike. He's got the Thompson machine gun. He's got his World War II uniform. Come on, perfection. So this is the very first appearance on the cover of Ghost Rider 44. Now, you know, I know they would love to do more with this character. What will actually eventually happen, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But at least for now, I'd say future looks very bright. Okay, now we're getting into the issue. This is page 1. This issue came out about a week ago. Yeah, it was, what's today? Today's Saturday. So a week ago, this past Wednesday, I was in LA. I went to 5 different shops to try and find this issue. I got a little bit of a late start, and they were all sold out. Luckily, I had called my local shop in Berkeley, and they were able to hold a few copies for me. But I think this book is selling out anyway, because it's hot. This new relaunch has been very popular. I mean, every issue has gone through multiple printings. But this issue in particular, because it is a first appearance. So I'm just going to be flipping through here. And if you're reading the story, you know, Banner is teamed up with this young girl. And this is a very monster-centric arc. It's called The Age of Monsters. And Nick is leaning hard into horror with this run on Hulk. And as usual, as you can see, excuse me, he gives it all on each page. Every page fully finished, just as it would be published, minus the colors, but no digital enhancements at all. He's putting it all on paper, every bit of it, down to the shading, the wash, all of it. And bike catches some flames. I don't know what's going to happen here. All right, this is the crazy double page transformation. I mean, just look at that. Hulk has been around for what? This is the 60-year anniversary. And hundreds of issues, if not over 1,000. And look at this transformation. I'm pretty sure you've not seen any transformation like this before. So you can still bring something new to 60-year-old properties. And this, I guess, would be technically the first appearance, at least in the inside, for Ghost Rider 44. You can see him riding up on the Hulk, close-up of the bike, close-up of the machine gun, firing away at the Hulk, which leads us to this double-page splash. Look at that. How killer is that? So that's the double-page splash with from the first appearance issue of Cosmic Ghost Rider. This is the cover. I don't know if you can see it all in the frame, but you know, which would you rather have? The cover, it is a cover, it's in color, or double page splash action? I don't think there's a wrong answer. You really can't go wrong with either one, but either way, both are going to be available at the drop. They, of course, will not be cheap, but they will be available. You will have a shot at it. We don't pre-sell any of this art to anyone. We don't let anyone do claims or dibs or cherry pick. It's going to go up on the site at the designated drop time, and you can stomach the price. You can go for it. So I love this page. I love because of the Akira slide that the Ghost Rider 44 does, and the close-up of his skull. So that's killer. So it looks like we got a vote for DPS, DPS, 1 vote for cover, and then 2 more DPSs. Looks like that's it. Page 20. So there you go. Let's see if we can catch all these in the frame. You know what? I'm gonna take a picture. Take a picture of these. I'll get a picture. But anyway, wow, that's it. Incredible Hulk number 6, featuring first appearance of Ghost Rider 44. We've had a lot of first appearances, and the 2 of the most notable ones are Null, and of course the big Ghost Rider before Ghost Rider 44, Cosmic Ghost Rider. And I think this has a shot. Just conceptually, the design, I think this has a shot. Okay, next Hulk issue is number 7, which I can't show any pages from. Okay, I'm going to show you some anyway, because it's not out yet. But look at that cover. Look at that cover. Oh my God, that is a Hulk cover. And you know what? If you don't get any Cosmic or Ghost Rider 44 art from issue 6, apparently he shows up in issue 7. This is total spoilers. I didn't get any okay to show this art. I'm going to show a few pages anyway. Ghost Rider 44 doing this thing. I'm a big Thompson fan. Love seeing it. Yeah, Hulk ain't playing around here. I think there's another double page splash. Holy smokes. And with that, we're going to move on. So I hope you guys all enjoyed your sneak peek at the Incredible Hulk number 6 and some of Incredible Hulk number 7 with all the awesome Nick Klein art. And featuring first appearance, Ghost Rider 44. Okay, moving on. Grab me that little one. Okay, this is just a little guy. You guys can start guessing though. I don't think you're gonna get this one. This is just a little guy. Where's that FedEx box that I had? Right here. Box. Compared to the box. This is what your 11 by 17 art comes in, and this is just a small little package here. Okay, who we got here? We got, by the way, you guys aren't going to get this, so I'm probably going to call it real soon. We got Bergara, Aaron Conley, Stegman, Chang, Pope, Green, Ian, Heron, Love, Jung Ji, nope, Chan. JT with Chan. JT, I don't know who you are, but you were probably paying attention. This is from AFU Chan. This is indeed from AFU Chan.
Yes, nice one, JT.
Way to go, JT. You know what? Someone else had guessed AFU earlier, too. So let's see what we got in here. Cool little custom packaging. You can see he's got the original art of AFU Chan on the front. AFU is local to me. We had lunch. That's why I picked this up right before I came out here. And the art he gave me is, ta-da, his Transformers cover for Transformers number 2. This was the AFU Chan variant. How cool is that? Optimus in truck form going off a cliff, transforming into robot mode, blasting away with his gun, his cannon. This is catching some glare. I'm gonna pull this out so you guys can better look at it. AFU likes working on 9x12, so this is smaller than your usual cover, but it is a Transformers cover, and right now there's probably nothing hotter than Transformers. I had been teasing on social media that we've got a giant Transformers art event coming up, So we made number 1 available along with extra bonus art a couple of months ago, and it was one of our absolute biggest drops of the year. It's our second biggest drop for an individual artist after Trad Moore's Doctor Strange Fall Sunrise. So yeah, you say, oh, it's only number 2. Yeah, but this number 2 number would have been a number 1 by far every other time. It's just that you had the one crazy Trad Moore Doctor Strange drop, but otherwise it was Transformers. Transformers number 2 was sold complete for a record for Dan's complete issues. And then looks like we're going to be dropping number 3, and along with the art for number 3, we'll have some bonus art, including AFU Chan's cover. So there you go. If you are a Transformers fan, if you know AFU's work, and if this is something you've been looking forward to, or if you've been following him on social media, or if you saw the comic on the stands and you wonder, what's going to happen to the original art? Will I get a chance at it? Turns out you will. Just follow us. Hey, good job, guys. Next box. On social media, in the newsletter, I said we'd have 2 wall powers. So let's go with the first one. Big old box.
Boom.
Boom, look at that. And this is compared to the AFU box. This is the wall power box. Got Bergara, Stevens, Pope, Bertram, Jackson Pollock with the win, Evan Kingston with the Bertram, but Jackson, you were first. Evan, it may show on your screen that you were first, but you have to trust us. We go by what we show on the back end for us. And when you go into the replay, I can't manipulate these comments. I can't change the order. When you go into the replay, you'll see what the real order is. I get this all the time. People are like really upset. No, I was first. I was first. It doesn't quite work that way. I'm sorry, because this was like bang bang. You'll see it was Jackson and then Evan. But good job, Evan. But congrats to Jackson. You were a hair faster. We also had guesses for Dragata, Ian. Actually, Yo Curry. Yo Curry came in third. Chris Stevens, Trad Moore. Richard Mountfort guessing Ian Bertram. He put it in twice. Pope, Mooneyham, Pope, Stevens, Stegman, Ian. Okay. Good job, guys. A lot of Ian guesses. We haven't had any Ian art on Unboxing Art Show in a while, so let's see what we're getting. This is exciting. Always exciting when we get new art from Ian. It's 99% gonna be wall power. Okay. And as you know, Ian has spent the last 4 years. I mean, time flies. 4 years working on the follow-up to the Eisner-winning Little Bird, called Precious Metal, set in the Little Bird universe. I remember seeing the first Precious Metal pages back in 2019. I was on the East Coast and I had dinner with Ian in the Village, and he brought his portfolio of art he was working on, which included the very first Precious Metal pages. And here we are. 4 years later, the project is done. And just so you understand what this project equals, it is equals to 6 issues. So 6 issues over 4 years doesn't seem like a lot, except that each page is 18 by 24, multiple panels, fully detailed. The best art of Ian's career. Also, each issue runs 40 to 50 pages. So this was a massive undertaking, a big step up from Little Bird, which was already quite ambitious. So this is on a whole nother level. I'll tell you right now, there is no Precious Metal art in here. If there was, I couldn't show you anyway. The first 3 issues of Precious Metal have sold complete. We did sell those early. They helped finance the production of the comic, so sort of had to be done, which leaves 3 issues left. Ian plans on keeping one of those issues, which means we will most likely be dropping 2 issues, although there is a chance one of those issues may go complete. But at the very least, I fully expect we will drop at least 1 issue of Precious Metal. So when that drop happens, be ready, and just understand you won't get too many chances on Precious Metal. think Ian used FedEx to send the art. Everything's really nicely packed. Okay. All right, just a few pieces, but they're all wall power. We're gonna go one at a time. One at a time here. We're gonna start off with commissions. And this is commission is supposed to be 11 by 17, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna measure a little bigger. We got Abby and Swamp Thing, and this is the first time you guys have seen this, because this is the first time I've seen it. Ian doesn't really do much on social media, so you're pretty sure you've never seen this before. Next up is a Medusa. This is probably going to be about 11 by 14. And finally, last but not least, Guts, the Black Swordsman from, of course, Berserk. We have a big Berserk collector in the room, but I don't believe this is for you, my friend. But I think the person who's getting this is in the room. If you remember, you were on the list. It's been a while, I know, but here we go. All three commissions side by side. Look at these beauties. All right, let's see if I can catch up on some comments. Bootlegging asks, any chance Ian opens his list in 2024? Bootlegging, at this point, I'd say it's unlikely. We took a long list for him last time. It was in the middle of the pandemic, and we just didn't know what was going to happen with publishing, with direct market, and so we locked in just crazy lists for our guys just to keep them working. But as it turned out, outside of a little blip, I think direct market took a pause and then went charging full steam ahead, and so all these guys ended up being busy anyway. So the commissions are taking longer, but as I've said before, I believe they're worth it. But I don't see Ian taking another commission list anytime soon, so sorry about that. Samantha asks, doesn't Ian share a studio with Trad? Samantha, he does. And I can see them feeding off each other, and I'm not mad about it. Samantha, you're correct, and there's nothing to be mad about. As a matter of fact, it's only something to celebrate. Those two guys, I think, are pushing each other to greater and greater heights. DC Patrol says, I can't get over that Medusa. I won't sleep tonight. Stare at it, DC. Stare at it. Let it haunt your dreams. Let's see. Absurd 13 says, Ian's work is just incredible. Indeed it is. Nick Patera says, do any of you remember the Silence of the Lambs commission, Ian? Might be my fave ever from all the Felix guys. Yeah, Nick, that was early wall power from Ian. Good memory. Okay, I'm scrolling back a little further. It looks like most of you are saying DPS over the cover. Impressive. And by the way, if you've been paying attention, then you know that when these books get hot, they go into multiple printings, and what Marvel's been doing is they've been taking interiors and repurposing them as covers. So you can get the cover, or you can get interior that may eventually become a cover anyway. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So those are the commissions from Ian. And this is the cover. I told you there'd be a Marvel cover. Here it is. I don't know if it can fit in the frame. This is the wall power piece. It is Spider-Punk. And it's just crazy to me that this is a Marvel cover, that Marvel will be publishing art that is just absolutely insane like this. This is, whatever house style is, this is the exact opposite of that. And kudos to Marvel for knowing amazing art when they see it. And yeah, I think this is going to be a fantastic cover when it's published. And I'm not a variant cover guy. I'm not or the superhero Spider-Man, Spider-Punk guy. I will be getting this cover because it's just too cool. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the Ian art. We're going to go on to our next box, which kind of it's heavy. This is shockingly heavy. If you watch us regularly, you know what DHL means. So let's go. We got Riley Rossmo and Jackson Pollock with Bergara. Jackson Pollock got it. Conley, Mike Sitchin with Conley. Nope. Sebastian with Bergara. So I think Jackson Pollock and Sebastian have between the two of them, they've guessed every package correctly. Is that right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Good roll.
Yeah, good job, guys. We have Bergara from J-Alex Yep. J-Alex Yep. Which would have been correct, except that you came in third. Sebastian with JP, which is a good guess. Nathan with Otley, Takara, Bilquist, Rossmo, those are all good. Evely, Takara, that's good, because yes, what DHL means is international. It means it comes from one of our overseas artists, which would include Matias in Ecuador, Riley in Canada, although Riley doesn't always use DHL. Bilquist in Brazil, JP Mayer, who's Ryan Stegman's artist in Brazil, Marcio Takara in Brazil, etc., etc. Yeah, South America tends to be DHL. We just got that package from Nick Klein, who's in Germany. That was FedEx. So, but in any case, DHL equals overseas. Sandwiched in masonite, very nice. Very nicely packed. I'm sure Nick Klein is taking copious notes here. Okay, so we have Kota 3 and 4. I was wondering if we might have some commissions in here. Apparently not. Hoping for some commissions. I definitely show the commissions. I can't show Kota 4 yet because that issue is not out yet. But I'll show you Kota 3, which has sold complete. Issue 1 sold complete. Issue 2 sold complete. Now issue 3 has sold complete. There's a good chance that all 5 issues will sell complete. So just a heads up.
Nick Klein says, packing approved.
I didn't mention that for your approval, Nick. I mentioned that so you take notes on how to do it. Okay, so we're just gonna flip through this quick, but Matias' art is universally celebrated. I think we've sold out just about everything we've ever had from him. All of Step by Bloody Step, all of Hellblazer, Yeah, there's not much left on the site. I mean, you know, I've probably sold out 97, 98, 99% of it. It's pretty much all gone. So this is Kota 2 following Kota 1. And you know, the thing is you can't really get a sense of just how delicate this art is, but this page is remarkable. Just beautiful lines. You got a double page splash coming up, isn't that it though? Yeah. Crowd scene, and of course there's fills in every spot. Is it? Everyone standing shoulder to shoulder. Victor says, happy for those buying completes. Also sad. Yes, sad. Victor, I get it. But, you know, the thing is, these artists, a lot of them like that the art is kept complete. It means something to them. And you know that very well yourself as an owner of a complete that was highly sought after. It is nice that these things can be kept complete. You know, we do try to balance things out and make things available as well. But a lot of what we do is based on how, you know, what the artist wishes. For example, Trad would like things to get broken up now. I mean, we have sold lots of completes for Trad, but for Silver for Dr. Strange Fall Sunrise, said no, I would prefer it if we broke that up. So we have. So that has not been sold complete. Matias and some of our artists, though, if we have an opportunity to sell complete, they do like the idea that the art is kept together. And you know, for the completes we sell, the art is kept together. We are coming right up on 200 complete issues sold all time, which still blows my mind. And out of all those issues that have sold complete, I know a couple that have changed hands, but I don't know any that have actually been broken up. So yeah, they are, for the most part, kept complete. So, which means they are purchased by collectors who really just want to have these issues complete. Another great issue from Matias. Okay, and that is Kota False Dawns number 3. All right, next box, please. This is a smaller USPS priority box, and I'm gonna wait for you guys to guess. I'm gonna read off 20 guesses. I really don't think you're gonna get this. This would have been a real fun one to give away for Zeta again, because or attempt to give away for Zeta again, because none of you would have gotten this. But let's see. We got Andrade, Conley, Shimizu, McLean, Takara, DWJ, Pope, Darrington. Not yet. Not yet. Otley. Nope. Not yet. This is a tricky one. This is a tricky one. Cannon. I don't rep a Cannon Grant, but okay. Harrod, Leslie Hung, James Jean. Nope. Mike Huddleston, Yuko, Leslie, Yuko, Eminem. Not yet, guys. McLean, McNiven, Green. Not yet, guys. I'm about to spoil it, I think. Super well packed with lots of paper and even styrofoam, which I'm not a fan of, but for the purposes of packing art, sure. Love, Conley, Pope, Stevens. Nope, 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 nope. And we're past 20, so I'm just going to tell you. This is from Steve Oliff, legendary colorist Steve Oliff, all-time great colorist Steve Oliff, the Steve Oliff who colored Akira, but among many other things, changed comics coloring forever. And we are going to take a look at some of these. They're not Akira, but one of the big projects he did was Spawn. So let's take a look at some of these. He's got some of these matted up, and they look cool. Look at some of these. So, Spawn fans, here you go. These are original Steve Oliff hand-colored Spawn guides, which, you know, color guides are collectible in and of themselves. They're not original art, not pen and ink original art. But when you got a guy like Oliff, you can say that these are not your regular rough color guides. These are just like you would see printed in the comic. If you've gotten Akira color guides from us before, then you know what I'm talking about. Those Akira color guides, which are now selling for thousands of dollars on the secondary market. And likewise, Spawn guides, when they show up, go for a lot. Just go on, again, you know, sign up for Heritage Auction so you can use their historical archive to see what things have sold for. Their market data. And so we are moving on from Akira to Spawn. So we got some more Spawn here. Not a lot, but there are some more Spawn pieces here. Just gonna flip through these. Let's see. There's a decent amount in here. Let's see, we'll pick out some fancy ones. This is the double page spread on one sheet. Here's a cool one. Main team, we have Spawn on it. Doing something spawny. And this is McFarlane, Capullo, and those pages are quite a lot. But I mean, look at this one. Oh boy, that's a winner. Looks like he did some spray painting or something here. But yeah, Steve just goes crazy with the colors. And here, wow, this is a treat. It's a cover. So yes, if you are a Spawn fan, McFarlane fan, Capullo fan, Steve Oliff fan, all here. And it won't cost you a year's worth of college tuition. Lots of action pages in here, guys. This is going to be a fun drop. Okay, last one. So that should give you idea what to look forward to. Very exciting. Thank you, Steve. We've just had such a great run with Akira. and now we're moving on to Spawn. Super happy that we've been able to do this. Okay, next box. I'd say medium size, kind of 11 by 17. A lot of duct tape, which has been used on this artist's packages before. Go ahead and start guessing. We got Jackson Pollock with Nick Patera. That's a pretty good guess. That's a pretty good guess. This does look kind of Nick Patera, kind of, you know, jerry-rigged package. Takara, Otley, nope. Rosma, Mooneyham, McLean, Conley, Rosma, McNiven, nope. Yuko, nope. Conley. You did guess this artist previously. Takara, McLean, Darrington, Pope, Samuel Rojas with Pope. This is indeed art from a resident master, acknowledged master, a legend, Paul Pope. Good job, Samuel Rojas.
Nice work, Samuel. It's a tough one because it wasn't quite as big.
Yeah, it's just, see, people guess wallpower for Paul, and that's a good guess, but these pieces are smaller. Samuel says, I knew guessing Pope 1,000 times would eventually work. That's right. You guess, if you just consistently guess one artist, eventually your name's gonna come up. Not a bad strategy. That worked well for Sam. No, actually, Samuel won just a lucky draw. He won one of our biggest prizes ever, which was Carol Day Artist Edition, Volume 1. It was like $300. So congrats to Samuel. Maybe you'll win another big prize today. From Paul. I think these are all his this is from his NYCC sketch list, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we got some NYCC sketches here. First batch. I don't think he did them all. Let's see what he did. Wow, these are fantastic. These are 9x12 bust commissions we took for NYCC. Here we have the Joker. It looks like Bruce Timm inspired Joker. This is cool. This is Franco. This is, I know this is kind of a weird request, but it's Franco Nero in a spaghetti western. I can't remember the name of the movie, but he's buried up to his neck. That's what someone wanted, and look, Paul said no problem. I'll do it. Another Joker, probably my favorite Joker, the Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns Joker at the end of issue 3 when he got the battery in his eye, and probably after he's killed himself, he's cranked his neck all the way to the point of breaking it. Fantastic. Buzz, is this the Buzz? Says Django. I don't think this is Django. I don't think this is from Django, but anyway. Franco Nero was Django, but I don't think that's from Django. Here we go. Paul's own character, Daisy. Someone mentioned Daisy earlier. Well, here you go. We got the Two-Gun Kid for the collector who commissions a lot of Two-Gun Kid. I'm pretty sure that's who it's for. Here we have Marv. The commissioner asked that he say "Happy Birthday, Bub," so There you go. H.R. Watson, another Pope character and creation. And Quint from Jaws. And these were supposed to be, you know, bust commissions, but Paul decided, what the heck, Robert Shaw gets the full body treatment. Buzz says, Two Gun Kid kind of looks like Klaus Kinski from A Few Dollars More. Very cool. You know what? He does, doesn't he? And Buzz, I got a recommendation for you. If you've never read Klaus Kinski's autobiography, it's called All I Need Is Love. You must get it. It's maybe the wildest book I've ever read. Klaus Kinski's autobiography. And get the first version before they pulled it off the shelves and released an abridged, censored version. The first version, bananas. Absolutely bananas. Okay, that's the Paul Pope show. Hope you enjoyed that. We're coming toward the end here. We got a couple more boxes. So here we go. Another jerry-rigged box. This looks like a USPS priority box that's been turned inside out, used incorrectly, possibly illegally, but not going to turn him in because he's my guy. And you're just going to have to figure out who this is. Heron, Stevens, Darrington, Patara, Otley, Munier, McLean. Nope, not yet. Otley, Riley, DWJ. Nope. I haven't seen this artist's name come up. Oh, hang on a second. We got Pope and we got Burnham. Grant Riddle with Chris Burnham, correct. Nice. That is correct. Congratulations, Grant Riddle. You threw in an oddball name last time, but you got this one correct. This is from Chris Burnham, who's been working on Doom Patrol. Very popular relaunch, revamp of Doom Patrol. We've had a couple issues of Doom Patrol. Sold one of them complete. Dropped a couple more. Almost all the pages are gone, and so now we're getting some more pages. All right. If that is the Buzz, the famous artist Buzz, you may get a chuckle to know that Lambert and I and some other friends were visiting your page to look at the Huntress comment thread. We still get a kick out of it after all these years. Freaking best comment thread on CAF, one of the best, one of the most memorable. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go to Buzz's CAF. Look up the Huntress piece and enjoy that that comment thread, all-time comment thread. DC Patrol says, I really wanted Rossmo on Doom Patrol, but Burnham is such a great choice. Gorgeous work. Yep, Burnham's turned out quite well. Doom Patrol. So Burnham was a really great choice for Doom Patrol. Of course, Riley would have done great too, but. Okay, let's see. Let me look through here real quick. What can I show? Pretty sure I can show this. I'm pretty sure I can show this. I gotta do this real quick because sometimes the artist will sneak in something, you know, like a post-it note. Do not show. So just trying to be safe here. Okay, but you guys are going to really enjoy these pages. I think I'm going to be. You guys are going to get the full show with this. I'm going to be able to flip through all these pages. I'm pretty sure. Well, here's Doom Patrol 6. I'm not sure if 6 is out yet. Do you guys know if Doom Patrol 6 is out yet? Okay, if it is, I'll show you. If it's not, screw it. I'll show you anyway. Okay, well, I'm just going to flip through these pages and enjoy. This is a double page splash. Oh man, giving this guy what for? 100% Burnham pencils and inks. Kind of a rarity these days to have one guy do it all, but here you go. So if you're a Chris Burnham fan, if you're a Doom Patrol fan, pay close attention. You know you're going to want one of these pages. I'm going to flip through all of them. You can rewind and pause as needed and start IDing the pages you want. Buzz says, you know you can get shipping boxes and supplies for free from USPS. Your artists are using everything they can find around the house to pack the art. You know, Buzz, I'm not going to say I've given up, but trust me when I tell you I have tried to instruct all the artists. Oh, wow, look at this splash page. Look at this disgusting creature here. I mean, who does disgusting creatures better right now, Chris or Nick Klein? Flip a coin. But Buzz, yeah, it's something we've talked about, and ultimately, if the art gets here in one piece, you know, you just thank the gods. Okay, wow, here we go, Flex Mentallo, the return of Flex Mentallo, Doom Patrol. We got a question. Black Bull Investor says, can mention the page numbers or no? Black Bull, just dig out your copy and go along with it. Jeez. Double page splash. So yeah, I mean, these page numbers may not correspond the same with the comic anyway, so you should definitely cross-reference it against the printed book. Sheesh, that's awesome. Okay. And that's it for Chris Burnham's Doom Patrol. Everyone, make sure you signed up to the newsletter so you get all the announcements. Also, everyone watching right now, please hit that like button. I show 6 likes. I'm pretty sure there's more than 6 people in the room. Likes are appreciated because apparently it does something with the algorithm or some such thing, and it costs nothing. It costs you nothing. All you got to do is click that like. I mean, if you don't click the like, it's strictly out of spite, which, you know, I can be a petty person too, but then why are you watching? Just do us a favor, hit the like. I don't think it's asking too much. All right, we're closing out the show with the wall power. This is a big one. Okay, Nick Patera, Stevens, Sebastian with Stevens. How many times Sebastian got like half of these, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good job, Sebastian. I don't know who you are, I don't think. Dragata, Darrington, McLean, Otley, Pope, Mooneyham, Stegman, Pope, Takara, Heron, Darrington, JP Mayer, Dragata. This is a wall power, so that kind of limits who it could be from, or you got pretty good odds if you just guess a couple of guys. And anyway, Sebastian got it again. Sebastian schooling everyone on the guesses. This is from Chris Stevens, who, like Paul Pope, like Ian, almost works exclusively and wall power. Chris will pack his art in masonite and put that in a well padded box so it's double protected. The thing though is that the art goes edge to edge on the masonite, so I have to be very careful here. I believe these are going to be all commissions. I got someone mentioned on social media that as much as they love Chris's commissions, they'd like to see him do more covers, and I don't disagree, but ultimately that decision is up to Chris. He's having a lot of fun with commissions. He did his run on covers. Did a lot of them, a lot of big two covers, Marvel, a lot of DC, and just recently he did a run of covers for Todd McFarlane and Spawn, but otherwise he's been content to do these commissions, and he enjoys the total freedom. But that does not mean he'll never do covers again. I think this is kind of a phase. So yeah, don't worry. If you enjoy Chris's cover art, he's not giving that up by any means, and I expect we will be seeing more of it down the line, and maybe sooner than you think. You got any questions or comments, Yams?
Nope,
Okay.
just guesses.
All right. And again, I don't know who Sebastian is. This isn't rigged. I have no idea who he is. Promise you. Whoa, that's a big one. I'll do that in a second. I'm gonna start with some smaller ones though. You've seen a lot of these, maybe most of them, or maybe even all of them on social media. Actually, probably not all of them. But this one was a real standout, especially for an 11 by 17. It's Skeletor. Is there too much glare on this one? Should I pull this out? I'll pull it out.
Yeah, probably.
There you go. That's a better look. I mean, look at that. Just look at that. Look at the colors on this. And keep in mind that this is ultimate level, which is what we call the color commissions, where Nick goes in extra crazy with the detailing, the pen and ink work. But that's how you end up with something like that. DC Patrol says, how is that not a print? This is not a print. And this is traditional art created by human hand.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I mean, I've compared him to Travis Charest, not necessarily that they draw the same, but just the same level of mind-blowing detail. And the same, like, you know, shaking your head, like, how did someone pull this off? We've got a Venom versus Spider-Man. I'll pull this out too so you guys get a look at it. And so this is, this would be his standard color commissions, a single character, not ultimate level, just his quote unquote standard color, which is still pretty freaking spectacular. So yeah, Chris has kind of made his name with his color work, but his pen ink work is just as crazy. And now we're going to get into the wall power art. Start off with this Akira that I just showed off recently. And this is a 18 by 24. And ultimate level comes standard with wall power. And these are a little tricky to take out of plastic, but I'm going to do that for you guys. You deserve it. The art deserves it. Let's do it. I mean, yeah, if you frame this up and hang it on your wall, most people will come in and just assume it's a print. Nope. Yeah, Absurd 13 says, love the bike along the lower section. I mean, you gotta throw a bike in somewhere on an Akira piece, and Chris doesn't disappoint. That's all I can say. I mean, if it belongs in there, he'll put it there. He'll get it done. Got another one here. We got another two here. Hang on. Oh, this is for someone in the audience. So, Commissioner, if you're still in the audience, I hope you stuck around long enough to enjoy this masterpiece. Spider-Man and the Hulk. Look at that thing. Wall power, ultimate level, the works. This thing absolutely should be a poster. I can't capture all in the frame, but just trust me, this thing is unreal. Bill Johnson says, that's mine. Bill, this is yours. Check this sucker out. These colors are just wild. Congrats, Bill. Okay, and we have one last piece to share. One last piece. Hang on. It is this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Cerebus team up. It's just what this collector, it's his collecting theme. And whatever you ask for, Chris is gonna knock it out of the fucking park. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, have turtles or Cerebus ever looked this good? Okay, guys, I'm sorry, I was taking it in myself, was speechless there for a second. And that's it. This was our last piece. So all that needs to be done, our last order of business, is the draw, which is going to be between Sebastian and Jackson Pollock, pretty much. So someone's going to win our kick-ass prize, which is our Transformers, our limited edition exclusive Transformers #1 cover. And this was only available from Felix Comic Art. Ballin', Optimus Prime with a slam dunk, Shaq style. In your face, Starscream and Soundwave. Okay, we just do the yeah. Okay, so who do we got? Yeah, we got Sebastian, JT, Jackson Pollock, Sam Rhodes, Grant Riddle, and Sebastian. Okay, so Sebastian in there twice, but we also have JT, Jackson Pollock, and Samuel Rojas. All right, go ahead. We're gonna spin. Go spin. Good luck, everyone. Winner is Jackson Pollock. All right, congratulations, Jackson Pollock. But hey, hold on, guys. We're not done. We like to give stuff away. We just do. So we have a second drawing. So if you have been in the chat, if you've been watching the show, and you've been participating in chat, you've been entered into our second draw, which is for the black and white variant of our exclusive comic. And yeah, we call this original art replica variant. So you have a chance to win this one too. Again, you can't buy it anywhere else except on eBay or win it from us. And you're all in here. We're going to go ahead and click. Let's go. Good luck, everyone. Winner is Adil Alamon. It was Yo Curry for a second, but no, Adil is the winner. Congratulations. Jackson Pollock, congratulations. Adil, please, anybody who wins, you gotta write me, send me an email so I have your info. I know who Jackson Pollock is, but I'm not gonna remember, so you gotta send me an email. The only way I'm gonna remember. And so thank you all for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy football tomorrow, and then be ready Monday because we got a big newsletter going out Monday. We got a lot of drops coming up. Keep your eye out on the newsletter. Some just awesome art as you've been seeing on our unboxing live streams. And yep, it's all coming. So good luck, everyone. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, everyone.